Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I am a lover of all things when it comes to makeup, and today I am super excited to try out the Kaleidos and Angelica Nyqvist Club Nebula Palette. So I have it in the box. We're gonna unbox it together. I'm gonna show you the outer packaging, what the palette looks like, all that. And my plan today is to use all of the shades in two different eye looks, one eye look on each eye, one that's more like green blue focused, the other one being more like red orange pink focused. So I hope you all are super excited for this video because I am. I've been waiting for this palette for so long to ship from China to Tennessee where I live. So if you want to see these two eye looks and see my impressions of the palette, please keep on watching. All right, so let's unbox it. It came in this really cute, just like customized box, which has like Club Nebula on it. It's like the doors to the club, you know? And then you open it up and the palette is in the box, as well as this little invitation to Club Nebula, which I thought was super cute. I was like, heck yeah, I wanna go to the club. So the outer packaging of the palette matches the box, that little box that it came in. But when you open up the palette, it does look different. So this is what the palette looks like when you open it up. I love this cover art. I think it's really beautiful. And the back of the palette says, it's a quote from Angie. It says, "The Club Nebula Palette is a collection of my favorite shades for my favorite people." I just thought that was really sweet and really cute. So opening up the palette, I'm sure you all have seen this, but in case you haven't, here's what the Club Nebula palette looks like. It is just beautiful, full of cool tones, warm tones. I'm so excited to use this. If it looks like I've dug in here already, it's because I've used the blues and the greens for an eye look yesterday. I actually filmed that look and then my camera just cut out in the middle of filming, so that footage was garbage. I was so mad because I love how the eye look turned out. So today I'm gonna recreate that eye look on one eye and then use the warmer tones on the other eye. So I hope that's okay. I'm sorry about that footage being lost. I wanted to do two different days of two different eye looks, but just for time's sake, because today's a Sunday when I'm filming this, I'm gonna do one eye look on each eye. So before we get started, I'm going to prime with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. Yesterday, when I was playing with the blues and greens, I used my Milani eyeshadow primer, which I'll put a picture of that somewhere over here so you know what I'm talking about. And I found that with that eyeshadow primer, there was a little bit of patchiness with the dark green and blue shade that I was using in my outer corner, a little bit of patchiness in like the crease area. So I'm gonna see if using a actual eyeshadow base, which has like an opaque, like color correcting, canceling kind of property to it, like this Natasha Denona one, will work better than the Milani eyeshadow primer, which dries clear. So I'm going to apply this onto my lids and then we will get started playing with the eyeshadows, and I'm really looking forward to it. So let's have some fun, shall we? All right, primer is on, I'm ready to dig in. So I think on my right eye, which is going to be your left, I think I'm going to do that cool blue and green toned eye look that I did yesterday. I'm sorry, this is not like a true first impressions. I feel awful about it, but footage got deleted and stuff happens sometimes. So I think first I'm going to go into Gravity, which is this lime green shade. And I'm gonna take my reference number 15 and I'm just going to dust that and fluff that into my crease. This was the first shade I dug into yesterday as well, and I was so impressed how easy it was to build up and just how easy it was to get a vibrant lime green hue on my eyes. Like that was super impressive to me. So I really do like this Gravity shade, and I felt like when I wore the shadows all day yesterday, it didn't fade at all. It just looked really nice all throughout the day. So I'm a fan of that shade. I really like it. So there's Gravity. dust it in the crease. Super quick to get it all fluffed out and blended, and just a really nice shade. So next I'm going to take my Rephr number, what number are you? 13 brush. It's a very small crease brush. I'm going to go into 7 of 9, which is this aqua shade next to Gravity, and I'm going to do some detail work in the crease with that shade. This shade I also really liked. I felt like it was just an easy shade to blend into the green. I just want this look to be like blues, greens, very like ocean inspired. You know, I feel like whenever I do a blue and green eye look, I always think of the water, which I love the water. I miss the beach. Hopefully once this whole thing is over and I'm vaccinated, which is gonna be a while from now probably because I'm in the youngest age group, I'll be able to go to the beach. I really miss the beach. All right, that is 7 of 9 in the crease. I'm going to go back into that Rephr number 15 into Gravity again, that lime green, just to make sure that's blended out. Next, I'm going to take my Rephr number 1 brush. I'm going to go into Queen of Blades, which is this green, dark forest green shade next to Gravity. And I'm going to take this brush and just put that on my outer corner. This was one of the shades I was having trouble with yesterday. So hopefully with this different eyeshadow primer, it'll work better. I was finding that if I blended it out with the Rephr number 15, it would just leave a bald spot like where my lid starts to meet my crease. It was kind of weird. I really hope it doesn't do that today, but we will see. That's why I'm trying a different primer. Let's take the Rephr number 15 again, just to blend this out. Fingers crossed it doesn't do that weird thing that I did yesterday. Dang it, it's doing it again. Oh my gosh, this is frustrating. I don't get why it does that. It's like patchy. I don't know if you all can see this, but where I placed the 7 of 9 shade, that aqua shade, it's like patchy where the Queen of Blades shade meets 7 of 9. It's really weird. I don't really get why it does this. It's also really frustrating, so I'm not really a fan of that. Maybe I have to change how I apply the shadow. I'm going to go back into the Rephr number 1. I'm going to take Void, which is that navy blue shade next to that forest green shade that we just used. I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to tap that on the very outer corner of my eye. I'm not going to blend this out because I found that yesterday it packed on fine, these two shades. It's just when you blended them out, they got really wonky, which happened again. So I guess this is not a shade you want to blend out. These two shades, these are shades you just want to pack on, and that's about it. So those are the mattes that I'm going to use on my lid. Now I'm going to apply my glitter glue, and we're going to go into some sparkle, shimmery, metallic goodness, which I'm super excited for. All right, glitter glue is on. And I'll just tell you off the bat, when I used this palette yesterday, I was by far the most impressed with the metallic, so I'm super excited. So before this dries, we're gonna be really quick. We're gonna go into Astro, which is this blue to purple duochrome in the middle of the palette on the middle of my lid, and we're going to go into Firefly, which is this green to purple duochrome on the top corner there, and we're gonna put that more towards the inner part of my eye. This Astro shade knocked my flippin' socks off. I mean, it is just so beautiful and blue and metallic. I am obsessed. Firefly is really pretty too, but oh my gosh, I don't think anything can hold a candle to Astro. That shade is just so special. I mean, look at that. I barely dug my fingers in there. I just tapped them on the lid, and this is what they look like. They're stunning. And this is what they look like on my fingers as well, in case you're curious. Which, by the way, I'm not going to be doing swatches of this palette because Angelica Nyqvist in her video introducing the Club Nebula palette just killed it with the swatches. I mean, she swatched them in all sorts of lighting, just really captured the shifts of these like duochrome metallics. So if you want to see swatches, I recommend her video. I'll link it down below. All right, I just dusted off the bake that was underneath my right eye. you're left. So now I'm going to go into Rock Hopper, which is this like dusty purpley brownie shade right next to Astro. And I'm gonna take that on my reference number 13 and just dust that underneath the eye on my lower lash line, just to provide some definition. I'm also going to warn you all, these are very powdery mattes, so make sure you either do your eyes before your face, or you bake, or you're just prepared to like tap off your brush, because these are pretty powdery. All right, that's the lower lash line. I think it looks great. And as the finishing touch for this eye, we're obviously going to put a little bit of sparkle in my inner corner and on my brow bone. So I'm going to take You're My Only Hope, which is this purple in the second row right here. And I'm just gonna take that on my finger. Oh my gosh, look at this. Ugh, this was so pretty yesterday. Yep, that is beautiful. It's like this icy purple periwinkle shade. I just think it's so beautiful on the inner corner and on my brow bone. Wowee. All right, so this is the first look. This is a look I did yesterday before my camera decided to hate me. So I hope you all like this look. I really do. I think it's a great way to use the blues and the greens in this palette. So next, let's do a look I haven't done before, which is going to be utilizing those warm tones, which I'm super excited to do. So for this look, I'm going to take Naru, N-A-A-R-U, Naru. It's next to that purpley shade we just used in the inner corner and on the brow bone. It's just a very neutral brown. I'm going to take that on my Nabla N306, and we're just gonna dust that into the crease. I'll tell you all, I've never done 2 different eye looks before, like on the same day like this. I've never worn 2 different eye looks at the same time. So this is gonna be really interesting. I'm kind of nervous about it, but I think it'll go well. It's just a little bit out of my comfort zone. All right, that is Naru in the crease. I think it looks really good. It blended out really easily. No complaints there. Nice, good, medium brown. So I think next I'm gonna take my Refer number 1 brush. I'm going to go into Silent, which is this purple on the end of the second row right here. It's like a mid-toned, like wine purple shade. It's definitely warm toned, that is for certain. So I'm gonna tap that off and just put that on my outer corner. Very powdery, but I feel like now I know that's to be expected with Kaleidos mattes, so I'm not mad at it. I've expected it. Now I'm gonna take another Refer number 15. This is just one I used for a pink and purple look earlier this week, as you can probably tell. And I'm just gonna blend that out. Is it doing that weird thing again? I don't see this one being patchy like the blue, the dark blue and the dark green was. So that's interesting. I'm gonna go back into the Refer number 1 brush again, and I'm going to take Red Giant, which is this dark red, onto the very, very outer corner of my eye. Just tapping that on there, not really worrying about a blend or anything like that. Oh yeah, I really like how that looks. I sort of extended it a bit into my crease and like dusted it out over there and blended it out. And I think it really looks pretty. Very like Valentine's Day, because like the purples and the reds and stuff, I like it. Let's go into glitter glue again, of course. Who am I without glitter glue? So for the shimmers on the lid, I'm going to take Nebula, which is this shimmery orange on the center of my lid, and I'm going to take Celestial, which is this gold on the bottom row, and I'm gonna put that more towards the inner part of my lid. Oh wow, this is not an orange. It's like an orange to pink duochrome. Oh wow, I feel like I remember Angie swatching this and me being really impressed by this shade. So like, why am I shocked? I don't know why. But that's really, really pretty. I really like that. Oh wow, Celestial definitely has a pink shift to it as well. Oh man. I feel like these shadows, these metallic shadows, really surprise you. Like they look like they're one thing in the pan, and then you put them on your lid, and there's something completely different. Oh wow. Look at how beautiful that looks. I'm really loving this look. And so these are what the two shades look like on my finger, but look at them on the lid. I mean, the finger swatch, what they look like in the pan, it does not do them justice at all. So I'm going to take this Refer number 14. It's a very small like crease brush. I'm going to take Samus, which is this medium orange matte in the bottom row. And I'm just going to take the brush and just dust this under my lower lash line. I think I'm going to take a little bit of Red Giant again too on the lower lash line. Wow, I really like how this is turning out. Last but not least, inner corner brow bone. I'm going to take Nova and I'm going to apply that on those parts of my eye. Oh wow, this has a blue shift to it. I feel like it looks like a white base with a pink. Oh, it has a pink and a blue shift to it. Oh wow. Oh man, these shades just look totally different in the pan. In the pan you see the pink, but on my eye you really see the blue. Oh my goodness. So these are the completed eye looks. I don't think I'm going to apply eyeliner today. I think I just want the metallics and the eye looks to speak for themselves. So I'm going to apply some mascara off camera, and then I'll just give you my overall thoughts since I literally used every single shade on both of my eyes today. I know, that's crazy. I used every shade in a 15 pan palette on both of my eyes. Absolutely nuts. All right, so mascara is on. And if you have been paying close attention, you might realize, Victoria, you don't have any glow on your face. And that is correct, because I want to show you all this highlighter from Kaleidos. I got the Space Age highlighter in Ray Rider. It's just like this beautiful, natural champagne gold. If you are pale, pale, pale like I am, I feel like this is a beautiful highlighter for you because it's still a champagne gold, but it's not so dark that's gonna leave like an ugly streak on your face that you don't really want. So I am going to apply this onto my cheeks. And I'm going to take my Refer number 18 highlighting brush to do that. This is a very glowy highlight, so keep that in mind. If you're not a fan of glowy highlights, this isn't for you. It's not sparkly, it's just very wet looking. But testing out this highlight has made me realize that I want more Kaleidos highlights in my life, because this is my first time ever testing out the brand. I had never tried any product from Kaleidos before ordering this palette or that highlighter, so I'm very pleased with the highlighter formula. I would love to order some more, so keep your eyes peeled for that. So this is the completed look. I do have a gloss on my lips. Details about everything that's on my face will be down in the description below, like it always is, just as a resource for you all. So what are my thoughts on the palette now that I have applied literally every single shade to my eyes? So my overall thoughts: metallics, amazing. I mean, they are so easy to apply on the lid. They're wet looking. They're just the texture that I love in metallics. When I wore the eye look that's on my right eye, your left, yesterday, all day, they did not crease on me. They stayed on me super well. They had this foiled intensity all day. I was just super, super impressed with them. So all of these metallics I feel like are stunning. I feel like that they're kind of fun and mysterious the first time you use them, because like some of them look different in the pan and even on your finger than they do on the lid. Like for example, Nova, this looks like it only has a pink shift in the pan, but when I applied it onto my inner corner and my brow bone on my left eye, you're right, you can see it shifts like purpley blue a lot more than the pink, but it does have a pink shift to it. It's just a really unique shade and I really like it. I will say in regards to the mattes, I had good luck with most of the mattes. There was only 2 mattes I had difficulty with yesterday and today, sadly, and those are Queen of Blades and Void, these 2 dark shades on the first row, that dark forest green and that dark navy blue. Those shades, for some reason, when I try to blend them out in my outer corner, they just cling on to my crease. I've tried using the Milani eyeshadow primer that I own, and today I used Natasha Denona, and sadly, I had the same issue, although I did feel like the Natasha Denona did work a little bit better at not getting as patchy. So that's something to consider. Maybe if you want to play with those mattes, maybe a eyeshadow base that has more of a pigment to it that covers like your lid versus a translucent eyeshadow primer is the way to go. But I'll have to really determine if that's the case with like the other dark mattes, like the dark purple and the dark red, in some more testing. But overall, I feel like this palette is really beautiful. I love how these 2 looks turned out. I have never worn 2 different eye looks on the same day like this before, so I feel kind of fun. I don't think I'm going anywhere today, but I mean, if I was, I feel pretty good about this. Like, I would go out in these looks, so I really do enjoy this palette. But of course, in order to give you fully fledged opinions, I am gonna have to play with this a bit more, but so far, so good. I'm impressed, and I definitely know that I want to try more Kaleidos eyeshadow formulas and more Kaleidos highlighter formulas from them in the future. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I certainly did. This is a release that I've been super excited for ever since it was announced. So of course, when I got my hands on it, I wanted to play with it and film it for you all. So I really hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like this video. It helps with the algorithm. If you like me, please subscribe. I know we have a lot of new subscribers here in the past like week or 2. I really thank you all. Thank you for finding my channel. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for commenting. I really love reading your comments and responding to them. And I'm just really thankful. When I started this like a month and a half ago, well, 2 months probably by the time I post this video, but when I started this channel like 2 months ago, I did this because I really wanted to find a community of people that love makeup and the same kinds of makeup, which is like luxury makeup, high-end makeup, and indie makeup that I do. And I feel like I am starting to like build that community, and that's really exciting for me, and it's just something I've always wanted to do. And so thank you all for watching my videos. Like it means the world to me. I can't express it enough. And I mean, you all are the reason why I'm doing this, because I mean, if like literally nobody's watching my videos, I don't think I'd want to do this at all. But the fact that I'm getting likes and comments and engagement and more subscribers and just seeing this grow very slowly but steadily, it just makes me, it just warms my heart. And so I'm really appreciative of that. So with that, I will leave you all. Thank you for spending a little part of your day with me. Of course, I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.